Hello, everybody. Sorry, having a little bit of technical difficulties with Facebook, but we're streaming this through YouTube, right? And I think if you can just share this all over the place, we'll be good to go. Thank you for joining me. I am Michael Borowski. I just recorded a solo album with Will Ackerman and Tom Eaton, and I am so thrilled about it. I hope you can check out the links. I have a link tree posted somewhere, and I'm going to be playing this whole CD in its entirety. But since today is the official first day of the holiday season, might as well get it started with a holiday song for you. So enjoy yourself, and thank you for listening, and thanks for watching. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Hopefully you are joining me. We're having, like I said, a little bit of trouble, but I think YouTube is saving the day here. So I'm going to go on with the program as planned. Like I said, I just recorded this album. It's Peace Valley. I had the privilege of recording it with Will Ackerman and Tom Eaton at Imaginary Road Studios, and man, it was a dream come true. I've known about Will my whole life through Windham Hill Records, and it was a dream working with him. And just meeting Tom, he's a mastermind with what he can do. So I really suggest picking one of these up just to hear what they can do. I'll play the music, but they made it sound magic. The first track is called Firefly. I'm going to try to discuss the titles, but Firefly, it's just a firefly. And it starts off, they kind of pop around in the beginning of the summer, and then they're real busy, and then, well, all the bats eat them, and then they kind of die away. But that's kind of where this piece goes. So this is how the CD starts. Firefly. So that's Firefly, the first track of the CD. Moving on, we go to Finding Joy. This song, if some of you might have remembered over the summer, I did a little exercise called the Improv of the Day. I would just make something up and post it on SoundCloud and then to my Facebook page. So this particular song I posted and recorded in one take on my wedding anniversary. My wife's middle name is Joy. Finding Joy. Simple as that. Thank you. That was Finding Joy. The next one, I have to take a peek. It's called First Snow. Actually wrote this a long time ago when it actually did snow in the Philadelphia region. I miss snow, but maybe we'll get one blast this year, but who knows. So this is called First Snow, and it kind of tells a story. If you go to my YouTube page, which you're on right now, I did make a video. Snowfall starts off light, gets heavy, heavy, heavy until you can't see in front of your face, and then just stops, and everything is crystal clear and quiet. And that's the snowstorms I used to love, and this song is about that. First Snow. And that is First Snow. Maybe 2021 will get snow. This next song, on this CD is another song I wrote a long time ago, and this is for a very special person in my life, my dad, my father. He was a fitness instructor in the local area, and I wrote this for his cool down. And it stuck. I guess I don't remember. I might have been in high school when I wrote this. I don't remember, but it's called "My Father, My Friend." Thank you. That was for my dad. That's my father, my friend. Then the next song is another oldie that I wrote maybe my early 20s, but it was inspired by arches in Utah when I went down when I went out there with my bandmates of Manic Mule. When we opened for Fish, kind of a big deal. We did not open for Fish. No, we just played in their parking lots all over the country. Yeah, oh, to be young again. Anyway, this is called Arches. and that's Arches. All right. Next song is a very special song for me. It was written for my son, my now 10-year-old son, Jackson. I wrote this for him when he was a little baby, and there were words to it, and I'm not going to sing, but the title comes from one of the lyrics. Dear son, don't you worry. Please rest your weary mind. So this is called Dear Son. I did not record a special little intro because I would have had to pay the Beatles, but I will put in a little thing that I usually sang for him, and he probably doesn't even remember this, but this is for you, buddy. All right. That was for Jackson, my son. Um, okay, moving right along here. The next song on here is very important. So, basically, this whole album comes after a pretty dark time for my family, for my mom. Um, so all these songs are kind of an outlet for me. And when COVID-19 hit, I had a lot of time to sit down and kind of polish them off and write some new ones and but really find where I go for peace. Um, and then I just reached out to Will Ackerman, and the rest is here. And I'll talk more about Will later. But basically, that's what this whole album is about: is finding peace. And there's a park by me called Peace Valley, and I go ride my bike. And this song actually came to me as I was painting my empty house, my mom's empty house that I grew up in, getting ready to sell, which we did. And this song kind of floated in my mind as I was painting. And I got home and I just sat down on the piano that I grew up on, and my mom used to teach piano lessons on, which is it's now in my living room. And I came up with this song. It's a 2-minute little number, and it's called Cynthia Ann, written for my mom. So that was for my mom, Cynthia Ann. Moving right along, the next song is the title track of the album, Peace Valley. And like I just said before, it's where I go ride my bike. It's a nice little park in the Doylestown area if you want to get out and walk around a bit. It's fun. It's nice. This is called Peace Valley. Thank you. And if you do like what you hear, please feel free. I believe there's a link tree set up that I'm getting all technical now, and I put a link tree somewhere. If not, it will be added shortly. And you can buy the CD, stream it on Spotify, or buy the CD, stream it, or buy it. And if you want, you can leave a tip. But you don't have to. You can just listen and share. You know, sharing is caring, as Danny and I like to say here at this St. Matthews. The next song, when you are married to a music man, you get 2 songs on their debut CD. So this one is for my wife, Kirsten, who when she introduced herself to me, she introduced herself as Kay because she says no one can pronounce her name correctly. So a lot of people know her as Kay. So that's where that came from. This song is called Kay. That's for Kay, Kirsten. The next song is the only minor darkness on the CD, and it was written about the dreaded day job. A lot of musicians and artists and can relate to this, and not just that, but if you're stuck, you feel stuck in a day job that you don't like. This kind of song floats through your brain sometimes, and not that everything was bad. Camaraderie was bad. I'll probably have a bunch of people I used to work with, like, hey, but when you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, it can really really get to you. But you just keep trucking and keep pushing through, and you write a song about it. So this is called 7 a.m. Start. So that is about waking up early and doing something you don't want to do, which probably sounds familiar. And We all got to do it sometimes. Nothing wrong with that. But that does lead me to this next piece, which I would come home from that day job and sit on I call it a stoop, but it is a swinging bench I got from my Aunt Karen, or an Uncle Whitey used to sit on it. And it faces a field, and in Hatfield, and that field reminded me of a music video done by Windham Hill founder Will Ackerman, who I was very fond of. And this song, it was him in a field in the back of a truck playing this song. And that's what got me to think, maybe I can try to find him and see what he thinks. You know, what harm could it do? And it didn't do any harm. We just became email pen pals. He liked my music, and we just became friends. And now we work together. So if you think about calling somebody or think about going for something, just do it. You don't know until you try, and answer is always going to be no if you don't ask. So thank you, Will, if you're watching or will be watching. I decided to record this song of Will's, and this is the one that inspired me to call him in the first place. It's called The Bricklayer's Beautiful Daughter, and it's written for guitar. I covered it on the piano, obviously. So thank you so much, Will. Thanks. That was beautiful. Bricklayer's Beautiful Daughter by my friend Will Ackerman, who produced this album along with me and Tom Eaton. Again, Tom Eaton, amazing job mixing and editing and mastering, and I just can't thank that man enough. So both of them are an incredible team at Imaginary Road Studios. It takes us to the end of the record. This is the last song, and it's a song I wrote about a morning bicycle ride in the summertime with my wife. It's called Morning Cycle, and it rounds out the CD. And it fades out and it rides off into the sunset. So that is Peace Valley for you. You can get it on all the Linktree app that I put there. It's on Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, my website, michaelborowskimusic.com. I think I have a Bandcamp out there. I'm trying every route possible. Or you can call or text me. I will gladly drive them over to you. And I would like to thank a million people, and I'll start with the people in this room, which are only a handful because of COVID. But yeah, thank you. My one of my closest friends, Danny. He's the music director here at St. Matthew's, and hired me to be their piano player. And I just can't thank you enough, Danny, for everything you've done for this, and just keeping me working, and just love you to death. Covert concert series, along with Sanco Light and Sound, Mike Santorelli, Carl McWhirter, Zach DeSantis. Those guys are amazing. They were here all afternoon setting this up. The Facebook technical difficulties was none of their fault. There's definitely a glitch, but luckily they got it right up on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for doing this. Love you. Big. All right, don't even know. Is that Danny back there? Danny, I thought you were going to leave. And a big thanks to my wife, who has to hear me complain all the time, and is my rock. And my dad and Liz, they are incredible for me, and my son Jackson. I definitely need to thank one more time Will Ackerman and Tom Eaton. It was a great experience at Imaginary Road Studios. Thank you, Virginia Andrew, as well, for organizing everything. There's so many people I want to thank, but I will write down more names as it comes to me. But I will leave you tonight with a little holiday number, because 'tis the season. So thank you again for watching. Please feel free to leave a tip. Please share. Please buy the CD, or at least listen to it on Spotify. And I don't know. I thought I had more to say, but I think I'm rambling. Okay. One more, guys. Thank you, guys, and thank you also Thad and St. Matthew's congregation, and for allowing me to do this in such a great place. Thank you all for listening, and have a wonderful night, and have a good week. Be in touch. Bye. Thank you.